Hey guys, so now we are in studio. We're going to be doing a couple, probably about 3 studio videos. This one, we're going to be discussing the writing process of the vocals, the lyrics of this track, discussing how you should reach out to vocalists and singers like Luna Blake here. And then we're going to go to a different video. We're going to be doing some vocal booth stuff, some acoustic treatment. But let's focus on what we're going to be talking about in this video. So this is Luna Blake, lovely, talented Luna Blake.
Hi.
She's had a new single come out. It is called Blue.
Uh-huh.
It is on Spotify.
The whole internet.
Whole internet. Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. It's all there. Go check it out. It might even be on MySpace. So I actually showed them my voice singing. Wild, I know. Only a few things in this existence have heard that. You, my mom, and my dog Teddy. But so I wanted to talk about this writing process because it's a fluid thing. I feel like for a lot of collaborations, and the way it works with us is. It's very back and forth, but that's because we've worked together a few times. We're comfortable working with each other. We get along fairly well, I think.
Yeah.
And
we live in the same place.
We live in the same city. That's important. So we can actually meet up and discuss ideas and don't have to just do it for Skype, email. So I sent her that voice note of the chords on the piano. Mm-hmm. She's like, that's cool. I guess I can sing to that. And then I built up a little bit. That was months went by.
That was almost a year ago.
It was October. Just saw the voice note. It was October, okay. Yeah. So it's a long time. So then I sent her that scratch track, and that's what you wrote to. It was about what?
It was like the chord progression through like 4 to 6 times.
So don't do that. Try to send out full stuff.
A little difficult.
Unless you have a collaborative working relationship, then you can. But so yeah, she took that and just wrote she wrote the lyrics. Luna wrote all the lyrics, all the melody, and the verse, the breakdown. And then the only thing I was like, hey, try to keep the element of that melody that I liked, which I talked about earlier in the tutorial course, and then she just filled it in. I tend to butt out of the things that I feel like I'm not talented at, which is writing lyrics. I'm not a good lyricist, so she's a great lyricist. So as a producer, I feel like it's my job to realize where I'm good and where I suck. That's where I suck, so I stay away from it. But yeah, that writing process was pretty... How long did it take you to actually write lyrics?
Not very long. Yeah. It was... The only part that really took me any, like, significant-ish length of time was the breakdown part, because it's like, that's like a poppy melody, and like, I'm not...
Yeah, her music, if you go listen to Blue, it's a little bit more...
It's wordier.
Yeah,
it's like,
really wordy.
It's harder, like, because I just have shit to say. I had no room to say shit there, so it was like, that was kind of difficult. But
so it was kind of an interesting mix of like, okay, there's this one part where like you're kind of in a box, but then the rest of it you're like, I can do whatever. Yeah. Was that kind of was that limiting you feel like, or was you like, oh, that's kind of cool?
No, I was like, that's kind of cool. I mean, I try to write a little bit more like that because it's a little bit more palatable to the average listener. Yeah. So, okay. Like, that's a very pop thing to do, though. Like, so I mean.
So that was our writing process. It was just a couple of emails. And that's I would say that's rare. And most people I work with, outside of people I've worked with before, and it's been a really fun experience. There's an actual process of I send a finalized track, or like 80% of the way there. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm talking about like what genre it is. I'm like where I kind of want it to go, what my vision is for it. Does that align with the artist's vision? Do they have time to do it? That sort of stuff. So let's talk about, let's get into the things that a lot of EDM producers, DJs, they need to reach out to vocalists like yourself to get vocalists to check. What are some things that you look for in that email? Like if someone cold emails you, what are things where you'll be like, oh, I'm interested in working with this producer? And then what are the things where you'll be like, fuck no?
Okay, so probably the biggest thing is to send like actual links. And don't send an attachment. I gotta download that shit.
Never send attachments ever. Music industry people hate it.
Only send attachments if it's like if it's like the actual thing that I need to record to. Then definitely send in. Yeah, send me like something.
Make it as easy for her as possible to listen to your music.
Yeah, because I just don't have time. So links are good. And then also, like, who are you? Like, a lot of people will just, like, I had this dude email me the other, like, week or something, and he was like, hey, found your email off, like, like somewhere, like YouTube or SoundCloud or something, I'm always down to work with
YouTube.
talented artists. Can you send me some links to your stuff? Hell no, I can't.
He literally found her music on YouTube.
Like,
and didn't listen. So you want to make sure that like
what was that? That was just too much for me to handle. So
he didn't get a response back.
Oh no, he didn't. But
you just got so
but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's other situations where, like, I mean, I guess if the links you send me are good enough, I'll email you back. But at least send one. Don't just be like, hey, you send me your links. God. And then, okay, so links, who are you? And also, like, it's a really good idea. I feel like maybe not necessarily in the very first email, but in like the first couple, like after you've established that somebody is interested in working with you, you should be the person to bring up compensation.
Money, yes, absolutely.
It's super uncomfortable.
In any other business, like if you go to buy a car, you know how much it is. Like you buy anything, you know how much it is. It's not like that gets thrown on you by the person selling the product or the service right afterwards. Like it's awkward. It makes it like you want to make Luna or the artist, the vocalist, you want to make them feel like you're valuing their time and effort from the very get-go.
Yeah.
So it's a very important part of that process.
Yeah, because it's like it's not a good look to just be like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times it just feels like people are trying to get you to work for free. Because a lot of people are, so it's like it's good to make it clear that you're not trying to do that because most vocalists have
I want to touch on that real quick. All the producers, DJs out there, you spend money on sound sets, you spend some money on samples, you bought your DAW. Even if you torrent stuff, there's stuff that you have purchased. If you're reaching out to a talented vocalist that you really want on your track, you have one shot to make that right impression. If you've never worked together, be professional, be cordial, be nice. Make sure you talk about compensation and make sure that you send links. Make sure that you make it seem it's a very business oriented thing, but it has to be.
It's just like basic business etiquette. But
once that's broken,
like that, it's like
once that ice is broken, then it doesn't have to be as businessy.
Yeah. So you just gotta get.
But yeah, there is a little, I guess, crash course in reaching out to vocalists. I mean, if I went back to the first email I ever sent to a singer artist, I'd probably like roll up a newspaper and just be like, bad Shane. So yeah, just make sure that your first impression is the right one. It's very important in the music industry, in any industry really. So we're going to break now, and we're going to jump to some other videos doing some other stuff, talking about vocals, all that sort of stuff. I'll see you guys there.
If you like this course, why not head over to sonicacademy.com where we have hundreds of complete track builds in every genre imaginable, including all the project files and samples. You'll also find tutorials on plugins and synths, mixing and mastering, over 250 tech tips, artist interviews, along with our award-winning plugins, samples and preset packs.